Hello, this is Al Blair. I've been asked for the marketing department to do an update on our executive overview presentation about our company products and services. Obviously, we're talking about eTEK. We'll start with the background of eTEK, and then I'll highlight some of the primary sectors within the construction market that we're particularly focused on, and summarize the products and the technology platforms that our products are available on, and then conclude with some of the key benefits and a highlight on the next step that we can take together. The keys to our software start with a clear understanding on our part that costs are very important, and we combine the flexibility with a relatively low cost of a total cost of buying our software or running our software over the internet, and basically your ownership for that software. And if you do any price comparisons, which I'm sure you will do, you'll find that our single user systems start at less than $3,000 in some cases. That's just the basic part. The multi-user systems are where we leave the crowd. We typically cost less than half the cost of Sage and Timberline, Dexter Cheney Foundation, and we have many of the same features they do. So the key parts of the construction market that we're particularly strong on are the subcontractor area, and the reason I comment on that is subcontractors obviously are labor intensive. They're dealing with multiple projects in multiple phases, all trades. We have a real sweet spot with electrical contractors, ECs. We have some electrical contractors that in fact have been using some of our software that we own for 25, 30 years and haven't changed. So we're real sweet in that area. General contractors, the key here is where you've got to generate the kind of reports that your bankers and your bonding agencies, and we're particularly good in both commercial and residential for GCs. HVACs, we have some of the largest HVACs in the West Coast, for example, that are focused primarily on getting control over their purchasing and inventory of the materials. Bottom line, our software, eTEK, is actually built for any project-oriented business. So set aside for the minute our terminology. Yeah, we use the terminology construction so people can understand exactly where our niche is. But quite frankly, if you're a software development company or an engineering company or a service company or an engineering company, any project-oriented business is a perfect fit for us. The more common denominators of our account base are a little bit more sophisticated users. If you're looking for $100 software, no, this is not where we. If you're looking for QuickBooks, no, that's not us. We typically get clients who have used QuickBooks and Peachtree and stuff like that, but where they run out of gas is where we start. Multi-divisional, departmental organizations, and if you're in the case where you want more flexibility, you want to change your reports, you want to do a little different approach to time and materials billing, and you want to control all of that and have the kind of flexibility to bill your customers the way your customers want to be billed, then let's talk. That's what we're all about. And from a technology point of view, we play on an open systems architecture. And typically our customers want systems that'll grow with them so they don't have to change from one version to another, a la Sage and stuff like that. And the key thing I want to talk about for the products and platforms is our construction systems start with an accounting suite that is combined, in fact, with job costs. If you'll focus on those two check marks and think in terms of those are all combined and those are all integrated. So your general ledger, your accounts payable, your accounts receivable, your cash management, your financial reporting, your budgeting, all of those typically accounting type modules or programs that are all fully integrated with a complete project management job cost system with multiple jobs and phases and all that sort of thing. That's kind of where we start. That's the starting point. We include estimating in the context that you can interface with your choice of third-party programs that generate estimates. We have the estimating capability to any level of detail that you want to track it, so we can compare your actual costs to your estimates for any project or job or phase or task. And of course, T&M billing, I challenge you and I challenge the marketplace to come up with any more flexible or powerful time and materials billing capability than you can get from eTEK. And I invite invite you, particularly when you get into the demonstration and evaluations, to focus on that. If that's, again, if that's an important part of your business. And of course, AIA billing is built in, as well as integrated CRM type capabilities to track all of your customers and your suppliers and your vendors and your subcontractors and etc. The optional add-on modules that you can build and add to the basic construction suite includes obviously a payroll capability for 50 states, including direct deposit support, all tax table updates, W-2s, all that sort of thing, and of course an HR management thing, which we're in the process of integrating with payroll. Work orders and sales orders are available, purchasing is available, inventory control is available, and the final comment I want to make here is where we particularly are strong is where we've got 85-95% of what you're kind of looking for, but you need that extra little capability, that extra little report, that extra little feature that you want to add. That's what we're all about. Every modification we make to our software is warranted, completely warranted, guaranteed, and supported by eTEK engineers and eTEK support. No third parties. Platforms, from a technology point of view, you can start as simple as a single user on a single desktop, integrated, of course, with Microsoft Office Professional, as well as our client-server-based version that uses Microsoft SQL Server. And our cloud-based web-hosted software as a service part of our business is growing rapidly. That, quite candidly, is where the software business is going. And the hybrid is where you kind of use the best of both categories. For example, remote time for employees or your supervisors, et cetera, to report their time on projects and jobs. Yeah, you can use that, report that over the web and bring it in-house and consolidate it for your payroll reports. You pick the primary platform, and then we'll put the combination of the pieces together that makes sense for you. Final comment here, because I want to address an old-fashioned, out-of-date perception. Quite frankly, when I talk to owners of companies, and I ask them, do you have brokerage accounts? Sure, I do. Do you manage your brokerage accounts online? Yes, I do. How about your banking? Do you manage your checking and banking or savings online? Yes, I do. Well, then what is it? What's the issue? You're afraid of the internet. You're afraid of using the internet for your quote financial reports, budgeting, payrolls, things like that. Well, let's talk about that. Because in fact, in truth, the platform that we use to host your software and run it over the internet, chances are it's much more secure, and I don't care how much money you spent, much more secure from a security point of view and a safety point of view than probably what you have in-house now. Background, we're a privately owned Colorado corporation. We were founded in January 1998. We're an A+ rated member of the Business Bureau. We're a Gold Star winner for many years. We have customers in over 3,000. And we got 3 primary business segments: traditional customer-owned, cloud-based, hybrid combines the best of both worlds. Custom development, we focus on your needs, and the emphasis is on ease of use, scalability, superior service, Microsoft technology. We're a Microsoft certified small business specialist, all popular versions, Microsoft Office Professional, SQL Server, and our key to our business model, as I said earlier, is our higher relative value. Now, how many projects, jobs, phases, and tasks can you use with eTEK? I don't have an answer for that. You can have as many, start in the lower part of the screen. You can set up and define, and with your numbers and your descriptions, any number of tasks that make up one or more of any number of phases, and your jobs can consist of any number of phases, and projects can consist of any number of jobs. So that structure of multi-phase, multi-project, multi-task, etc. has in fact an unlimited capability with eTEK. I'd like for you to keep that in mind as we go forward. An example of integration. This is a line item record, a single line item on, for example, a vendor invoice. Now this vendor may be for material or may be paying a subcontractor, whatever. The reason those 2 red arrows are highlighted on your screen is I want to make a very important point. Every single line item of every single transaction in eTEK marries or connects or puts together where exactly in that job cost numbering structure that I highlighted you want that to be connected to your account number in your general ledger system. The old days of having to worry about your account numbering scheme accommodating what you need over in the job cost, those days are gone. And there, we have some competitors who unfortunately still aren't quite where we are, where you've got the maximum flexibility possible that's implied by what I'm showing you on the screen. So the summary of benefits: ease of use. Our graphical user interface standards are based upon what Microsoft does. Now, yeah, there's some companies don't like Microsoft. Okay, fine, but they kind of invented the standard for what works in terms of the user interface for users to use different programs. Flexibility, you can't beat an open database and an open source code model that we've got here for you. Superior customer service. We've got 3 decades of experience in the accounting software business, and particularly in the construction software business. We wrap all that up into a concept called scalability, which simply translates into you can start as small as you want with eTEK, and then you can grow as large as you need to grow and not have to switch systems or go through the retraining and conversions. A little bit more on ease of use. On your screen is obviously a copy of or just a snapshot of Excel 2013, and you'll see the little tabs across the top. Well, look at ours. And here's eTEK Construction Systems. Each tab is a module. Here's an example of the red arrows pointing out, point and click, bang. I want to know right now where my actual costs compare to my estimates by job, etc. So that ease of use, of that natural flow of things in terms of an end user, a lot of power, but we make it easy for you to find things and use things and work things in the system. Okay, it starts with that familiar look and feel of Microsoft Office. Thank you. The next step is real simple. We just want to have a go-to-meeting over the internet. This is a private. We don't do webinars with 1,000 people. It's a personal one-on-one session for you and your decision makers, and we explore together with our questions and your answers, etc. We drill down on exactly what it is you need and how we can best fit in to become a long-term software vendor for your company. Again, thank you. We appreciate your interest in your business.